Today, we're explaining the world's most famous chocolate bars: Snickers, Twix, Mars, KitKat, Toblerone. One was invented by accident on a Friday night. One became a symbol of cynical rebranding across an entire country. One changed its name depending on where you lived, and millions of people still refuse to accept the new one. And one became the luckiest chocolate bar in the world, but not because of its taste. Let's start with the king of chocolate bars, Snickers. Snickers is a milk chocolate bar built around nougat, caramel, and roasted peanuts. Its success comes from contrast: soft nougat, sticky caramel, crunchy peanuts, and a thin shell of milk chocolate holding everything together. Every bite delivers something different. That's exactly why it became the world's best-selling chocolate bar. Snickers was introduced by Mars in 1930, and it wasn't named after a marketing slogan or a founder. It was named after the Mars family's favorite horse. But here's the thing. Many people outside America remember Snickers by another name. Until 1990, the same bar was sold in the UK and Ireland as Marathon. For decades, people grew up eating Marathon bars. Then the name disappeared. The recipe stayed the same. The branding changed, and many fans still refuse to call it Snickers today. But if one chocolate bar challenged Snickers for dominance, it was its close cousin, Mars Bar. The Mars Bar looks familiar: chocolate, caramel, nougat. But unlike Snickers, there are no peanuts. The texture is smoother, softer, more focused on sweetness than crunch. The original Mars Bar was launched in Britain in 1932, and despite the company's American roots, it became one of the defining snacks of the UK. Here's what most people don't realize. The Mars Bar Americans know today isn't exactly the same Mars Bar sold in Europe. The recipes evolved separately over time. Same name, noticeably different taste. Its simplicity became its strength. But another chocolate bar took the layered approach even further. Twix. Twix combines three textures that shouldn't work together: a crunchy biscuit base, soft caramel, milk chocolate. Yet somehow they do. What most people don't realize is that Twix wasn't always called Twix. When it launched in European countries in 1967, it was sold under a completely different name: Raider. Then in 1991, Mars unified the brand globally. The ad campaign announced it simply: Raider is now Twix. Nothing else changes. The public wasn't convinced. People across Europe accused Mars of cynically rebranding an old product without actually improving it. The backlash was so strong in Germany that to Twix, something entered everyday language: a verb meaning to rebrand something without changing anything. German politicians still use it today. Old Raider wrappers have become collector's items, and the recipe never changed. But Twix wasn't the first bar built around a crisp wafer. That honor belongs to a global giant. KitKat. KitKat is one of the simplest chocolate bars ever created, and one of the smartest. Crisp wafer fingers covered in milk chocolate. No caramel, no nougat, no cream filling. Just crunch. KitKat was introduced in Britain during the 1930s. Workers wanted a portable snack for factories and offices. The famous slogan, "Have a break, have a KitKat," became one of the most recognizable advertising campaigns in history. But nowhere is KitKat more fascinating than Japan. In Japanese, KitKat is pronounced kitokatto, which sounds almost identical to kitokatsu, a phrase meaning, "You will surely win." Nobody at Nestlé planned this. The connection was entirely organic. Japanese students began giving each other KitKats before exams as edible good luck charms. Today, 1 in 3 Japanese students buys a KitKat before a major exam. Nestlé noticed the trend and amplified it rather than inventing it. partnering with Japan Post so families could mail KitKats as encouragement to students. The campaign won the Cannes Lions Grand Prix. More than 400 limited edition flavors followed: green tea, sweet potato, sake, wasabi, roasted soybean. A simple wafer bar became a cultural institution. But while KitKat built its reputation on crunch, another bar became famous for dividing people: Bounty. Bounty is one of the most divisive chocolate bars ever made. People either love it or absolutely hate it. Sweet shredded coconut coated in milk chocolate. Soft, moist, almost tropical. Bounty first appeared in the 1950s. Its marketing focused heavily on exotic island imagery: palm trees, blue oceans, white beaches. The goal was to sell an escape, not just a snack. And while coconut divided audiences, another bar managed to appeal to nearly everyone: Kinder Bueno. Kinder Bueno feels lighter than most chocolate bars. That's intentional. A delicate wafer shell filled with hazelnut cream. Crisp, airy, surprisingly rich without feeling heavy. Introduced by Ferrero in 1990, it became a bridge between Kinder chocolate and Nutella, aimed at older consumers wanting something more sophisticated. Ferrero is one of the largest purchasers of hazelnuts on Earth. The company consumes such enormous quantities that it has influenced entire agricultural regions. Yet, if any chocolate bar defines European milk chocolate culture, it might be this next one: Cadbury Dairy Milk. Dairy milk is more than a chocolate bar. In Britain, it's practically a national institution. The bar first appeared in 1905. Its defining feature was exactly what the name promised: more milk, less bitterness, a creamier experience. At a time when many chocolates were darker and harsher, dairy milk felt smooth and approachable. Many Americans trying it for the first time immediately notice a difference. European production methods often create flavor profiles that feel richer and creamier than standard American milk chocolate. Whether that's objectively better remains a matter of endless debate. But few people dispute dairy milk's cultural impact. Toblerone. Toblerone might be the most recognizable chocolate bar shape ever created. You can identify it from across a room. Introduced in Switzerland in 1908, it combines milk chocolate, honey, and almond nougat. Sweet, nutty, slightly floral. The texture constantly changes: smooth chocolate, chewy nougat, crunchy almond pieces. Many people assume the shape was inspired by the Matterhorn, and the resemblance is obvious. But some historians believe it may have been inspired by a pyramid formation performed by dancers at a Paris cabaret. The truth remains debated. And then there's the practical secret. Most people try pulling a triangle outward. The easier method is pushing it inward first. Once you know it, you'll never break a Toblerone the old way again. But while Toblerone became Switzerland's chocolate icon, another brand turned chocolate into an art form: Lindt Excellence. Lindt Excellence represents a completely different philosophy. Most chocolate bars focus on sweetness. Excellence focuses on cocoa. Higher cocoa percentages, deeper flavors, less sugar, more complexity. But here's the part most people don't know. The entire Lindt revolution started with a mistake. In 1879, Rodolphe Lindt was experimenting late into a Friday evening. He left the factory and accidentally left the mixing machine running. The machine churned all night, all Saturday, all Sunday. When he returned Monday morning, the chocolate inside had transformed. It was smooth, silky, completely unlike anything that existed before. He hadn't planned it. He'd forgotten to switch off a machine. That accident became conching, the process now used by nearly every premium chocolate manufacturer on Earth. What most people don't realize is that every time a piece of chocolate melts perfectly on your tongue, you're experiencing the legacy of a Friday evening mistake in 19th century Switzerland.